guys, Mary here at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and I'm going to share with you what we are planting this month in July. Now, we are in zone 9, so we have a much longer growing period. If you are in a cooler climate in, say, zones 8 through 5, you're probably not going to be planting what we're planting this month, or if you're in a warmer climate, maybe zone 10, you might be planting, again, something different. In the description section of this video, you're going to find 2 guides to help you plant. One is a zone-specific guide, and one is a region-specific guide. So we're going to share with you all of the fun things, some of the fun things that we're planting here in July. Now, the first variety on my list of seeds to plant is the Jade bush beans. This crop here has done so well, I'm going to plant a second crop now called succession planting. Kind of a toss-up between a new one, the Slenderette bush bean, and the Jade bush bean, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with the Jade bush bean. It is heat tolerant, so it's done really well in the heat, and you look at this, the beans are just amazing. Fresh out of the garden, it's amazing. Next on my list is yellow scallop squash. In this bed here, we have a few empty spots on the other side where we've already harvested, and yellow scallop squash is a very short, fast maturing variety. It's great to fill in a few of the empty spots we have available. Anyone else growing a lot of basil in your garden? I know we are. We already have purple opal basil, Thai basil, Genovese basil, and even sweet basil. But in July, we're planting lemon basil. It's a great, again, another fill-in. You can add into different areas. I've got tomatoes growing here, but I also have some seeds harvesting that we're going to do, and this is going to be a great spot to fill in as well. Basil has some medicinal properties, so we're really excited about adding one for culinary and medicinal properties. Zinnias. You can't forget to add flowers and beautiful colors to your garden. So I'm going to add California giant zinnias to a couple garden beds, not in particularly one spot, but just to fill in. Again, I've got some empties here. We've got, you can see behind me, lots of squash, tomatillo, and some peppers in there, and zinnias would be fantastic to attract a couple more pollinators to my garden. And it's excellent to grow in July here. Okra is another variety I'm going to be planting in the garden, specifically Perkins long pod okra. Because we live in a warmer climate, again, I can plant multiple crops. It's called succession planting. So instead of harvesting all of my okra all at one time, I can stagger my planting for every couple weeks or a month, and that way I'm have multiple harvests of okra throughout the entire season. Dill is another one we're planting this month. Because I'm planting so many more Jade bush beans, I definitely want to have more dill available for my dilly beans. But one word of advice, you want to make sure you plant your dill away from some of your varieties in your garden. For example, dill attracts tomato hornworms, so I'm definitely not going to plant them near my tomatoes. But they also attract the swallowtail butterfly caterpillar. We definitely want those in our garden. I'm also going to plant a couple more things for color, and that is the flamingo pink Swiss chard. I'm really excited about adding a lot more color to my garden. And lastly, because again, we have a longer growing season, I'm going to plant Mexican sour cucumber. It's a gherkin, it's little teeny things. It's also called a cucamelon. You can hear the birds in the garden. We plant lots for the birds as well. So that's about it for what I'm going to plant in July. I might add a couple more. And again, I'm going to have in the description section our planting guides for you. This is a little more specific to zone 9, which is where we are. And you might live in a different zone, so you might want to plant some different things. If you liked our video, please hit that like and subscribe to our channel. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff, and check us out at marysheirloomseeds.com. I'm Mary, signing off, and happy planting.